Hello there, Ori and the Blind Forest fans. How are you doing this fine evening? My name is Trojan Dew 12, and I have the pleasure of being joined by Raziel for the upcoming match between Vulajin and Hydra in the Naru division. Raziel, how are you doing tonight?
Hey Trojan, hi everyone. I'm super hyped by actually the next two matches that we have. This is going to be some very nice races. I'm expecting that.
Yeah, definitely, man. I'm super excited. Actually just excited for the first one, and then I'm gonna be like nervous beyond belief for the one after because I'm in it. But we won't worry about that right now. That's totally fine. It's in the future. Um, so this is an interesting match in of itself. Now, even though this is a number 2 versus a number 15, it's actually, I would say it's closer than people would think based on the seeding. The main reason is because Hydra, even though he's the number 2 seed in the world, number 2 time in the world, goes for a lot of big strats, which are sometimes not very race safe, while Vulajin has been tempering his choices on strats. You want to go into a little bit more detail as you can see the stats overlay in front of us.
Yeah, so indeed you can see that there is quite a difference between their PPs. Even though I have to say that, in my opinion, PBs below 35, it's pretty easy to lose between 1 minute or 2 minutes in a speed run of Ori. So the PBs, they say what they say. But apart from that, there is another major difference between both players, since Hydra plays fully on keyboard and mouse, while Vulajin, he plays mostly on controller. He uses keyboard and mouse for a few things, specifically on the save anywhere tricks. And we can see also in terms of some other statistics below, in terms of details. I am actually quite surprised to see that they are very consistent. I know that they were both having some troubles with fast stompless, which we don't have here on the stats. So that's something to look forward to and pay attention.
Yeah, definitely. And some of these tricks that are included on here are not the easiest tricks in the world, especially for Sorrow Bash for Vulajin. On controller, it's extremely hard to double bash. So they do a different setup than the KBM users mostly do, and it requires a 2-bird setup. So definitely going to be interesting with that. Also, one minor note, actually, well, it's a minor, but it's kind of a major note. One of the biggest tricks in the run is fast stompless, which happens right before getting feather in the run. And both of these guys are actually incredibly nervous for it. And it's probably the trick in the game they are like the least confident about. I know Vulajin today put in about a half hour of practice just on this trick, since it is a little hard on controller. And I know Hydra has expressed in his stream also today that it is very, very that trick is nerve-wracking for him particularly. So it'll be interesting to see if there's any sort of nuance around that area of the run. Valley of the Wind is a big gatekeeper into the late game, and sometimes you can take very costly deaths since most people don't safety save in that area.
That's actually a very good point that I'm also interested in seeing, is how much safety are they going to take, or are they just going to go all in? Because if you do not do those safety saves, you can indeed lose quite some time on those areas if you take an unfortunate death. Another thing is also, so on the last few days, there are some new strats that would save from a couple of seconds to 10 to 15 seconds, some of them. I will be interested to also see if they go for it.
Hey, looks like we're
And
underway.
exactly. Good luck to our runners.
Yeah, definitely. We got them already synced up here. So as always, both guys doing the color coding game. Two of the best colors already. Oh, Hydra even pressing his luck after getting the teal and actually they both get the pink color. So this is a full pink Ori early game right here. So one thing that people have mentioned, contrast is very important, especially when you do the save anywhere trick entering Blackroot Burrow. So getting these really light colors are very, very good. So Raziel, just want to pick your brain really quickly. What are some expectations for the early game right now, like up through Dash, I would say?
I really expect them to be, very, very close together because actually Vulajin has a very, very good early game. So I expect them to be very close together.
Mm-hmm.
Of course, you can take some unfortunate deaths. We have seen them in other races, but they are usually not that costly on the early game.
Yeah, definitely. As we were talking about, Hydra gets a slightly cleaner Frankie fight right there over Vulajin, so he takes a somewhat of an early lead. But not too big of an issue right now, considering both these guys are very good at the early game and are going to be able to do this pretty well. As they're going to be taking some intentional damage here, up here to do a Ghost Door as the first trick of the game. And Ghost Door was something that is a really hard trick in general. But as you gain a little bit of consistency on figuring out XP and when you take damage and when not, it becomes a little bit more trivial, but it's still not trivial by any means.
Yeah, we will have also another interesting point coming up, which is if they are both going for HP or not. So the fourth HP cell is optional. It gives you an extra safety, and it costs 8 seconds. And we see our first deviation. Hydra not going for that fourth health cell. So.
Mm-hmm. Yeah, and this was something that he pretty much doesn't do in any run. He doesn't take the fourth health cell, no matter race situation or PB situation. As Vulajin takes a bit of unnecessary damage right there, and a little bit more. I think he should be at 3 right now, so he should be able to do a damage boost. So a little bit of time spent dealing with that unintentional damage, not too big of an issue. As Hydra's coming down to get his level up, which he does get on the way down. And let's see if Vulajin, he did skip 3 earlier. I don't know if that was on purpose, but let's see if he levels up. He does not. So he will be taking that flower he just passed by on the way up in order to kill those brambles. So let's see if Hydra decides to take a experience to try and level up a little bit of a swag save right there. I don't know what that particularly does, but he just wants to burn some energy, man.
Yeah, it's not needed right there because he just picked an energy cell afterwards. I was just looking at the timers, and they were exactly 8 seconds apart, which is the time that the health cell costs. So.
Mm-hmm. Yeah, so good on these runners. They did pretty similar types of movement through there, which is always good to see at the start of a race. Not too many issues with the overall movement because again, the runners only have wall jump and shoot right now. They don't have very many abilities, so everything is much dicier and adaptation is much harder. So Hydra is coming down to BRB right now. He's going to set up his save anywhere, and I think he's trying. Let's see what his experience mark is. It is 39, so he will not be going for fast Frankie walk. Not good experience for that. I don't know. He was waving his mouse around a little bit. I'm wondering if he's a little bit disheartened by that because I think he really wanted to do it. But he will not be able to go for it with this trick. If he did, it would be extremely risky.
Yeah, he was telling us earlier today that he was not going to do that, but I wasn't sure. So just to explain, so fast Frankie Walk is a trick, or is a variation of a trick that is coming up in the next couple of minutes that saves around 7 to 8 seconds and costs, well, I would say like a minute. So, and it's very, very hard to get. So, so this area where our players are, it's very, very scary and very easy to die. They both got safety save over there, so if they die, they won't go way back. But right now they are both doing very well.
Yeah, Vulajin lost, I think, about another couple seconds because he had a bit of menuing issues, but in general, his movement has pretty much mirrored what Hydra's has been. And Hydra is going to have an absolutely silly time getting to this this lantern right now. It's going to be, oh my god, he almost got sub 6 minutes. That is actually insane.
Yeah, and but Vulajin is right after him, so
Yeah.
with those 8 seconds from the health cell.
Mm-hmm. Yeah, I mean, I'd say their difference, it looks like right now, is about 16 seconds, which is not by any means hard to overcome at any point in this race, especially with the Death Gauntlet coming up right here. Oh no, Vulajin fell. Oh my gosh, he fell down right there, unfortunately. So you try to do a little bit of a hop right there onto the platform before it despawns, but unfortunately he held his jump too much. So he actually jumped over the visible, like the actual jumpable area of the platform. So that's such a costly. It's almost as bad as taking a death because you have to do the whole room again, and it's all cycle based.
And it's really painful because after you screw that up, you want to go fast, but you cannot because you are basically on an auto scroller. So.
Mm-hmm. Yeah, and there's not many auto scroller places in this run. Maybe like just a couple. And that's just such an unfortunate mistake to make at this early in the run, because right now Hydra is now probably opened up to about a 45-second lead, I would guess at this point.
Yeah, around 40 seconds. Yeah.
Yeah. Yeah, we're getting confirmation from the truck that Vula is 40 seconds behind. Thank you very much, as always, from our guys in the truck. And Hydra's going to be doing a Frankie Walk right here, the regular variety. And he is going to take an intentional damage boost right here to get over. And let's see if he gets the rest of the setup. As Vulajin is just now got dash, and so he'll have pretty much a whole movement over to Frankie Walk to catch up. So also, do you think they're going to do the new Death Dash Glide, either of them?
I think Vula will probably do it or try it, especially now, since he knows that he needs to gain some time back. Mm-hmm. But let's see. He also has 4 HP, so even if he doesn't get it perfectly, he can still survive. So.
Yeah, definitely. With 3 HP, you're at 1, so you have to make it, and you can't damage boost, so it gets really, really dicey. With 4 health, a lot safer. Even though it's not that safe of a strat, you can lose a lot of time by missing it. Oh no, Hydra got the really slow load for the God Cycle, but he got absolutely blocked by that crystal right there. And he is showing his frustration.
That was actually funny. And on the right side, we see Vulajin. He actually got it very cleanly.
Oh no!
Oh no! Oh, they didn't save. Oh, that's.
He did not drop his save in time. Oh no, because I think Vulajin drops it like when he gets to the platform or this right before that slime, and those spikes actually do 2 damage. And that's so brutal. And man, it's gonna really require Hydra to have 2 major mistakes for the rest of this run if Vulajin wants to have a shot at coming back in this race.
Yeah, and I'm not sure if Hydra is watching the stream or not, but if he is, that's going to give a high boost on his confidence.
Yeah, big sigh of relief for Hydra for sure if he is indeed watching. I know Vulajin does watch. So
yeah, we just got confirmation from the truck that both of them are watching. So
yeah, so Hydra's got to be feeling really good about it as he is going up to the vertical shaft area where we are going to save Gumo and get the key to the first dungeon, the water vein. So good job by Vulajin, though, hitting that death dash glide again cleanly. So let's see. Yeah, so what he was trying to do, he was trying to dash right there, and he unfortunately canceled his dash too early, and he ended up wall sliding down into the spikes. So that's essentially what happened last time.
yeah, that's the reason why I don't do that.
I walk.
Oh, awesome! He got the God Cycle. Well, at least he's getting some time back because Hydra missed that.
Yeah, definitely. That might boost his confidence back up again. Hopefully, and he gets the quick spider shot as well, so he got a little extra time on that too. So Vulajin's trying to make up a bit of time right here with some solid movement through the back part of Grotto. So let's see if that helps him out at all as he starts his blind movement. And Hydra's coming up to the area known as Iceless, and we'll be almost all the way to the first tree, the first dungeon, Ginso tree. And Raziel, what are your thoughts in general about Ginso tree as like a dungeon or like the movement that you see inside of it?
Well, I have to say that the movement is very technical. It's mostly vertical movements, which at this stage it takes a lot of double jumps, a lot of perfect time jumps. So it's an interesting part of the run to see. And by the way, Vulajin missing his save there, so we actually have rocks on.
We do. We are seeing the boulders and how you would see it casually.
Ooh.
And good job with that last boulder. He gets that cutscene skip at the end. You can still do that even if you do get the boulders. It doesn't affect it because they're separate cutscenes essentially. Oh, as Hydra almost actually fell down. He wall slid a bit right there, but gets his movement back. And he is actually going to go for telehops and gets it on first try. Great job by Hydra right there. It saves you about a cycle on those, or cycle or two on those gamers that are moving around the platforms in the second room again. So very nice job by Hydra. And Vulajin actually did a pretty good job in dealing with the boulder cutscene as well.
So Hydra is taking an intentional death there to do the Mr. Asmus cycle. So basically he's manipulating the cycles on the next room.
Yep, indeed he is. As I got confirmation from the truck that Vula he has still not missed early Grotto cycle, which is pretty insane. Like that's actually pretty rare. I think the only other person who hasn't done that is Tara, I believe, who is going to be in one of the races tomorrow. So Hydra right now going through the mini boss, and he unfortunately gets an extra cycle barely. Not too big of a deal since he does have a pretty big lead, but he does give a bit of an opportunity for Vulajin to make up a bit of time at the mini boss. Yeah,
so we have a 1 minute and 46 seconds difference at the Jinso entry. That's a lot. It's not impossible, but it will take some mistakes from Hydra basically.
Yeah, the two biggest ones, I would say like two major mistakes. The two biggest ones I can see is he gets infinited by like core skip is one. I'd say Sarobash is another one, although Hydra's pretty consistent at Sarobash. But also, since there are no really safety saves through a lot of the stuff in Valley, that might be another area as well, for at least for the time being. We won't go into Misty yet because that's pretty late game, and at that point, things will kill him anyway at 3 HP, so it doesn't particularly matter. But we need to start looking at some of the things that he can do wrong in order to let Vulajin catch back up.
Yeah, Hydra is known also to go for some risky strats and some swag strats sometimes. I wonder if being so far ahead will make him not so safely, I would say.
Mm-hmm.
But
yes, I kind of to piggyback off that, we might see him do some save anywhere through Sorrow, but he is definitely doing a save anywhere through Valley of the Wind, which if anyone has seen that is just, it's ridiculous. It's really cool to watch, but boy is it ridiculous to actually execute on.
He actually did a save anywhere through Sorrow on one of the races. I sincerely hope that he doesn't do it again, because that's so absolutely insane.
Vulajin unfortunately dropped his save a bit early right there, so he meant to do that on the bottom platform in order to Goat Store. Not a big time loss, about like 2, 3, 4 seconds, but we pretty much have like a whole second half of Genso between them right now. Hopefully we get a little bit of an update on the time difference between these two. It looks like 1minute 54 seconds right now. As Hydra is making his way through the Genso escape, has some of the, honestly, the best music in the game, in my opinion, and everything is very cycle based, and because the water rubber bands you, you have to really adjust to the proper cycles as they kind of they come at you. And the Hydra getting a nice little optimization with a straight bash to the other lantern. Most people will actually go onto the right hand wall in order to get to that lantern, so it definitely saves a bit of time to do it that way that he did.
Yeah, and Hydra is on an absolutely amazing pace right now. Even though, yeah, Vulajin is behind because of those deaths, but Hydra is also playing very, very well.
Yeah, very much so. All right, he's going to be doing, he got the hyper speed door, and he's going into some fish strats. Let's go.
This is actually faster. If... Ooh.
Oh, Jesus! Good Lord, Hydra.
Well, that's definitely not faster, but...
No, it isn't.
That was a very good save.
No kidding. Oh man! All I have to say to that is please clip, because that was an incredible save. Whew, man! All right. I need my blood pressure to go back down. I'm not even racing yet, and that just made my blood pressure rise. Like,
yeah, he still managed to get out of there pretty safely, but that was insane. Well, I think that he does that mostly for swag, but because it is faster if you are like at Taz level, but for humans, it's, if you do it well, it's probably the same. So yeah, there it almost cost him quite a bit there.
Yeah, that would have been a huge time loss, which was one of those major things that could have let Vulajin get back. Because as soon as he decided, all right, I'm not actually going to let myself die right there, if he died farther down, he would have just lost an extra 2 or 3 seconds. So he pretty much was like, I need to save myself or else I'm doomed.
And, okay, so Hydra was just... he just managed to get the Kuro cutscene skip, so you didn't see anything, so it means that he got it. And he actually never missed it in the tournament yet, while... Vulajin surprisingly never got it yet on the tournament. So
yeah, that is very surprising. It was one of the tricks he was actually practicing earlier today. It's a little bit more finicky, I would say, on controller. Even though you can inch up a bit better, the buffering's a bit awkward, but it's not too terrible. If you do it with enough practice, it becomes a little bit more second nature. It's definitely not free though. And Vulajin just getting to stomp right now as well. So, all right, Raziel, moment of truth. Are we going to actually see the full save anywhere from Hydra?
I think we are. I'm gonna say we are. Yeah.
Oh boy, here we go.
Well, if you can actually see what he's doing a whole bunch of movements while having the menu open. Movement that's, well, for me personally, it gets me killed quite often. So I don't know how he does it with the menu open.
Yeah, definitely. So again, we'll have to see if he ends up dying at any point. Because again, remember, he's at 3 HP. All the spikes in Valley right now do 3 damage. So if he messes up any of this movement, he will probably die. So far, so good from him. As Vulajin has done a really good job coming out of Stomp, going towards Kuro Cutscene, and will be Kuro Cutscene skipping is coming up on that trick right now.
Yeah, you can see there. Hold on, let's see. All right, Vulajin got it, so that's good. No more time lost. Well, I was going to say that you could see there that Hydra did a level up on one of the abilities. That basically does automatically save the game. So even if he screwed up, he would. It's kind of a free save, but he managed to get it all the way through. That's impressive.
What a guy, man. And by the way, just for anyone who was wondering, that strat right there saves 5 seconds, all of 5 seconds to do the whole bout of Valley of the Wind behind him. And he is doing his infinity symbol happiness right now. So he's coming up to Sarbash as well, as Vulajin actually just got Charge Flame. So he's about 1 split behind Hydra right now. About 2 minutes behind, I would say. And can Hydra get first try? He does get first try. Very nice.
So right now, let's see if he goes for the new strats on the frog juggle. Yeah, he is going for it, I think. Yeah, he is.
He's not safety saving?
Yeah, he's saving right there.
Interesting. Oh.
I'm glad that he did save, because yeah.
Yeah, most people drop a save up where he got that crystal though. Oh, he's gonna do it. I guess he's committed.
And yeah, let's see if, because I mean Vulajin is almost at fast stumpless, so.
Oh no! Oh,
he messed it up again.
All right, he's doing regular laser dash this time since he was all the way up there. So that's an opportunity, at least for Vulajin, to get some time back right there, because I know Vulajin will not go for it. I don't think it's much harder on controller. So.
Ooh, I'm not sure about that shot from Vulajin. Seemed a little bit off.
No, okay, he did get it, and I believe he got the cell. Let's see if he checks his UI at all. He hasn't yet.
Yeah, it was pretty close, but I think that he got it.
Hydra?
Oh god.
He didn't. Oh no, he didn't level up. What? Wait, no, he did level up. Wait, I'm so confused. Oh, he's letting this. He's letting this, I guess. Okay. Yeah.
Okay.
Okay, I was sorry. I was getting a little concerned for Hydra. Right
yeah, I was a bit confused right there, because if we did had to if we had to watch that cutscene is like what, 70 seconds, something like that.
Load times. Hello. This is Dog. All right, we're good. That was a weird load.
Yeah.
All right, so Vulajin is going to grab the extra. I believe he's going to make a safety save up here. Or not. Okay, no, he's not. I guess he was down in energy, so he decided to just go do that really quickly. And Hydra's coming up on Charge Jump right now, which is our third to last ability in the game, the only one we get here in Sorrow. And let's see if Vulajin gets Frog Juggle all nice and clean. He's getting a... Was about to say hi to those spikes on there on the left-hand side, but totally fine so far. And let's see, he's got the frog at a very good amount of health. Gets the rocket jump, and he is good to go. So very nice shot from Vulajin. He had a very clean Sorrow as well, so we made up a bit of time right there on Hydra.
Yeah, definitely. Let's get the word from the truck to see how much time that he got back. Yeah, so he's probably around 1 minute and 15. So he didn't get some time back, and that is something that a death in Misty can definitely cost. So we see Hydra doing some safety saves, so he's using that 5th energy for some safety saves, which is a very good strategy, especially because he is on 3 health. So any spikes that he hits on this part of the run, it's immediate death. So
yeah, he just took some additional damage as well. I mean, it doesn't matter, I guess, they're here. It only matters for the Frankies that are in the... oh, good lord, that stomp. All right. Those, by the way, in Misty, one of the things that's it's kind of unseen to the spectator, but there are some spike hitboxes in there that don't make any sense at all, and it takes a lot of practice in order for you to kind of like get where that is. So Vulajin gets the ability cell, which means I believe he is not going to go for the level up on the mini boss. He's having a bit of trouble with that frog right there. One would say he had a very riveting experience with that frog, but yeah.
Meanwhile, we see so Vulajin not getting the rocket jump, so he's doing this the casual way, I would say.
Mm-hmm.
That's a little bit of time, and on Hydra's side, he's just cruising along for now.
Yep, and Vulajin, I believe, is still at 4 HP, so I think he's pretty safe at the moment, barring he runs into one of these frogs the way that Hydra did. Nice rocket jump cancel right there from Hydra, and he tries bang bang pow. Unfortunately, did not get any damage onto the guy with his charge jump, so he had to go back and kill him. But still pretty good mini boss nonetheless from Hydra.
Yeah, he still got it on the first cycle, so that was still very, very good. And
unfortunately, Vulajin's running out of real estate on places that he's going to be able to catch up to Hydra. The last 2 places, nice Terra jump by Hydra right there. But all he has, if he dies a couple times with like the Yoka laser or whatnot, and then has some problem with the door open, the escape. That's about the last 2 things that he could have a problem with.
Yeah, Vulajin having some trouble there with a frog to do the rocket dash. But and we see Hydra again doing a save anywhere. That I'm not even sure how much time that saves, but I think it's like 2 or 3 seconds.
That's 2 seconds.
Yeah, why not do?
Why not, dude? So you gotta save the frames, man.
Yeah, I would just lose minutes if I was trying to do that. So.
Yeah, same here, man. I would not go for that. I would accidentally press my right mouse button, which I use for bash. I'd have to do UC all the time. As Vulajin burns an energy, unfortunately, right there. I think he has 2 more. He's getting an extra one for safety, and he does actually do bang bang pow. I thought he was doing the boom 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 technique, which so maybe he learned really that nice. In his practice. That was very, very nice from Vulajin.
Let's see if Hydra does a new strat here.
Oh, he does it! Beautiful.
Very nice rocket jump.
Do you want to explain that trick a little bit?
Oh, that's just an insane amount of inputs. So good thing that we can do custom bindings there. But basically, we are doing a charge dash on an enemy that is above us. So in that case, the slime that is above us and slide to the left, and canceling immediately with a jump. and basically it just lets you fly up in the air like you've seen Hydra do. And that one there was found out, I guess, a couple of days ago, maybe, I think actually yesterday.
Oh my God, Vulajin, the absolute madman, is actually changed over to KBM, and he's doing the save anywhere as well. Oh God.
He's going for it. He knows that he needs everything to try to come back. So.
And he gets it. Wow, really great job by Vulajin right there to mirror Hydra. That's fantastic stuff. So again, we have about a split between them. It's about a minute and, I don't know, about a minute and 25, 30 seconds between them for that split. Hydra, first try door warp. Great job by him as well. And that's even going to, despite the loading zone, give him an even like a greater lead. Fortunately exited out of there because he missed his jump. But still pretty good from him. Vulajin opting not to do that rocket jump tech right there, as it's very new, like literally came out yesterday. So not going to probably expect a lot of people to be picking that up already.
Yeah, and that door warp was probably one of the last things that Vulajin could hope for Hydra to mess up, getting it first try. That's really good for Hydra. So he's on the final escape. I'm pretty sure we will. Wait. Oh
he killed himself because he couldn't do
He's crazy.
Oh my God. Oh,
yeah, I've seen this somewhere.
Oh yeah, really? Yeah, I couldn't possibly know where. Oh, man. But anyway, so this is interesting now. The opting to do that. He now just gave Vulajin a slight in. If Vulajin gets first try door orb, it's not going to be that far off.
Let's see if he gets it. It's good. He does get it, so very nice.
Yeah, so good job for Hydra. He's going to come out, I believe it was a 33-25 is what I saw right there from when his rocket jump finished. So GG to him. He will be moving on to the round of 8, the quarterfinals here after this. But, man, this would have been an incredibly... I think he only went for that because he knew Vulajin was relatively far behind. I doubt he would have done that otherwise. But unfortunately, just a couple early mistakes from Vulajin, both costing about like 40 to 50 seconds apiece. That was really just kind of heartbreaking, honestly. Unfortunately.
Yeah, apart from that, both of our runners had a very, very good runs. I mean, Hydra had that small time loss on Sorrow, but apart from that, it was an extremely good pace.
Mm-hmm. Yeah, definitely. Agreed.
And Vulajin is going to give us fish strats as well, and on controller. So that definitely is not saving time, but you know, it's fish strats.
Oh no! And he goes right into the lava or the fire. It's not. That's definitely not lava. Don't mind me.
It's burning. It burns, Ori. It's the same.
It hurts. That's about all we know from that. So let's see if he goes for it again. I believe he still has an energy, so he's good to go with that. Nice little Texas two-step on the platform, and let's see if he gets it this time. He is opting not to go for it. He said, "Let's just finish the race." He went for it once, and that's going to be enough. And right here, and GG to Vulajin. Don't worry, somewhere behind all that fire. Don't worry about it. He's fine. Or it's fine, excuse me. So anyway, so GG to Vulajin. It's going to be about a 35, like 20-ish. So good job for him. And yeah, so that means Hydra's going to be moving on. And that's now going to be setting up the he's going to be playing the winner of the Lucy versus Lucy 16 versus Terra 21 race tomorrow. And so that's going to be a barn burner of a race as well. Like both of those guys have extremely close He says Vulajin puts a happy face onto the end of his run right there. Thanks for that, Vulajin. So, what are your general thoughts about the since we have a bit of time before he finishes, the thoughts on the Lucy versus Terra race, Raziel?
Yeah, well, first GG to both of our runners here. Well, for that match, I honestly cannot predict. That's so close that I'm really hoping for an extremely close race. With back and forth leads, and I hope maybe not too much spaghetti, but a little bit of spaghetti that will give us entertainment. But that's really close. I cannot pick a prediction, to be honest.
Yep. Yeah, definitely. I'm pretty much the same way on that. Like, both those runners are good in different parts of the run, which I think that might actually be a seesaw mechanism somewhere in that race, and possibly multiple times, like we've seen in a couple other races as well. With that, that's gonna finish off this race for right now. We have another one, and so I'm actually going to segue over to our good friend Sigma, who is going to be commentating the next race with Vulajin. How are you doing tonight, Sigma?
Yo, I'm doing pretty good. That race was fun to watch, and I'm looking forward to the next one.
Yeah, I couldn't possibly know who's running that race.
Are you looking forward to that one, Trojan, or are you just nervous?
I'm looking forward to it. My body is not, so we're just gonna go with that. Is that a proper answer?
That's the perfect answer, I think.
Okay, well, have fun, guys. You guys can talk about the race or anything you want about the next one. I'm going to sign off so I can get prepped for it. Thank you, Raziel, very much for commentating. It was a pleasure, man.
All right. Thank you, Trojan, and good luck.
Good luck, Trojan.
Thank you.
Show us a good race here.
I'll try. Thank you, guys, and I'll see you guys in the race.
So I think we're going to perhaps cut to a short break, or maybe we'll be talking. I'm not sure. But we might have a short break before the next race. Because Vulajin is the other commentator, and he was just racing, so he maybe needs a few minutes to get himself combobulated.
Yeah, so I think we will have a 5-minute short break, and we will be back for the race between Trojan Dude and the Rusis Luz. So that's another... I'm expecting another amazing race there. And you are going to commentate that together with Vulajin. So, yeah, I think we're gonna take a break right now.
Yeah, see you guys soon. Don't go anywhere.
All right, see you guys soon.